Whether down at the crossroads or Hollywood and Vine, they're making a deal. Gonna have it all for a moment in time. You may be a kingpin drug dealer who wants the competition out of the way. You may be an elite politician who wants total control and a power play. You may be an aspiring entertainer who wants to have their name in lights. You may be a four-star general who wants the upper hand in a global fight. They're all making a deal. With the chief light bearer from the other side, they're making a deal. It's an alternative thing for one hell of a ride. Better hand to be dealt your way, so you call on the bearer of light. He offers you a plush cushion to relieve you from your discerned plight. Don't bother to calculate the interest as a benefactor of his door. You get what you want for a moment in time as he confiscates your soul. You're making a deal. As a shooting star in a temporal glide, you're making a deal. To be a burned out cinder at the end of the ride, you're making it.
You can advertise your business on Night Dreams Talk Radio, and you will be heard worldwide. Why not contact us at nightdreamstalkradio@gmail.com. Night Dreams Talk Radio Network brings you the World Paranormal News with James Creechbaum. Now, the latest news.
I'm James Creechbaum with the Paranormal and World Changes News. The Arctic's most stable sea ice is vanishing at an alarmingly fast rate. Now, most substantial deposits of Arctic sea ice are swiftly disappearing. Now, after climate change melts the Arctic Ocean's year-round ice cover, only the region's oldest, thickest ice will remain, or will it? A new study offers a dire warning that even this ice is at risk. Scary stuff. Now, recently, there have been a mysterious orbs over Mesa, Arizona, have many people wondering if the Phoenix Lights have returned. And I believe this happened this December 8th, Sunday. Mysterious orbs over Mesa. December 8th, multiple witnesses reported and recorded a lighted orb over Mesa that appeared to be dropping smaller orbs. Now, officials from the government, law enforcement, and the military claim to be just as puzzled as the witnesses. What did they see? Have the Phoenix Lights returned? I know it has created quite a big stir all over, especially in Arizona. I guess more comes out. We'll learn more. Now, NSW brush fires could cripple forests' ability to reabsorb carbon dioxide, climate scientists say. Australia's brush fires have been so devastating that the country's forest may not be able to reabsorb the toxic carbon dioxide produced by the blazes. That's what climate scientists are saying. And that's a scary thought, because that means the carbon dioxide levels will rise faster than they can be regenerated. Area 51 is among 2019's most searched terms on Google and throughout the internet. Google has revealed the events, people, and things that were searched for the most over the last 12 months, and Area 51, with all its going-ons, is at the top of the list. Also, archaeologists break 17-year-old rotten eggs, and it released a potent stench. I wonder why. Now, anyway, these eggs, they were Roman eggs down in a well, and they tried to retrieve them up, and amazingly, as old as they were, almost 2,000 years old, they were still had the rotten stuff in them, and they broke 3 of them, and it was really bad. And that's what's going on with the rotten eggs. I know I wouldn't want to find them either. Also, Canadian serial killer Robert Pig Farmer Killer Picton. His victim count was 6 to 49. He would process the bodies of his victims in the same processor he would put pigs in to make ground pork. It is very likely that the people he sold pork to unknowingly ate human remains. A scary thought. Next news break, top of the hour.
Coming to you from some far point station, like a cosmic tumbleweed, both north and south of the Pleiades. Here's your host, Gary Anderson.
Yeah, that just reminds me of Hotel Hell, where they were sitting there, the country's best flavored hams, and everybody in that whole county would come there to buy their hams because they were so sweet and juicy, let alone they didn't know it. Maybe been the traveling salesman that went to their door trying to sell them, a vacuum cleaner.
That movie was crazy. It had Rory Calhoun in it, him and his wife. They had a garden out back, and he had these people buried up to their neck, and he'd cut their vocal cords, and they had bags over their heads, and he'd go out and water the plants, and they'd be going, arr, arr. It was bizarre, but yes, I remember.
I got to correct you. It wasn't his wife. It was his sister.
Oh, okay, you're right. It was his sister. That's right, family business.
Yeah. And then that young girl was going to marry him at one point. You remember that?
Yeah, she was a hitchhiker or a runaway or something, but I think the sister got a little jealous, and that movie was crazy. I remember seeing that at the drive-in theater, Gary. It was a B movie of the second movie, and I was like, what is under them bags?
Yeah. Yeah, well, he found out, he treated his product nice and with respect. Remember, he sent him off to the stars, on a spaceship. You remember that? The revolving lights and all this stuff, and they'd be looking at the lights while they put the rope around their neck, and then they started the process of making hams.
Yeah, they were in the meat shed there making sausages and all kind of goodies to distribute.
Yeah, I tell you, that's scary. Well, let's get our guests on here tonight. I'll let you even introduce them to us here tonight. So let's get them on. Maybe. I don't know. I started thinking about it's ringing. I just don't letting people not hear. The smell of those eggs. I wonder if it's like the guy in Africa that could kill flies.
I was thinking too, one of the guests kind of wrote to me, how about if that guy
has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Please try your call again later. Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye. Well, I'm wondering what happened to our guest tonight.
I don't know.
I have no idea. I'm going to try again. I know it was the right number, so I'm going to give it a try. I verified the number again before I don't know. Maybe what we'll have to do is put a replay on here tonight, because I certainly can't go with talking whacking. Oh, here we go. He's calling in. Hey, you're listening to Night Dreams Talk Radio. Who do we have here? And he's not there again. Okay, I give up. Give me a whole bunch of oranges to eat tonight. I'm going to try one last time, and then we're going to have to figure out what to do here tonight. Okay, let's see. I'm dialing the number, and I know it's absolutely right because I verified it. Okay, he's calling in. Okay. Well, you didn't answer your phone. That's 3 brownie points against you. Well,
hello?
He hung up.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah. Well, hello. Well, I guess.
Well, I will say this. Somebody I know did write in saying, that mission to Mars could you imagine if the guy that kills the mosquitoes was on the mission to Mars?
Yeah, there would be no mission to Mars. The capsule might make it that far, but I tell you what, anybody in it isn't going to make it that far. Okay, here he is. I'm going to see if we can get him on here. He's not answering every time I do it. Hello, Darren.
Hey, sorry about that.
Yeah. I was wondering what was happening. We were getting ready to put a replay on.
I had my microphone all set up, and then I put my phone on airplane mode, and I'm like, oh, goodness, he's doing this phone thing. So sorry about that.
Yeah, I don't use Skype or anything. I use Skype on my end, but I don't use Skype to Skype because Skype is so unreliable. But the only number you gave me is the number I had. I had no other way to contact you.
Well, luckily I was listening to the podcast for a little bit. I'm like, oh goodness, he's ready to call me.
It's not a podcast. Okay.
Okay.
A podcast is where you can sit there and do a show, and if you say the F word or say something wrong, you can edit it out. We're a live broadcast on a bunch of radio stations and the internet. So, okay. So everything we say is like live. Right, James?
Right. Yes, it is live, like Saturday Night Live. Lots and thousands of people listening live. You only get one take at this one. It's not a podcast, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, this alone in Europe, just one app, we were finding... on Western Europe, over 30-some thousand people listen to each show. That's just one app out of a whole bunch of apps in Western Europe.
Wow.
I mean, we are well over 1 million listeners.
Yeah, like I say, that's one app. Take 30,000 roughly on the average times, 20, 30 apps, and then all the downloads, and then the live listeners and radio, and it adds up.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we got 16 people listening tonight. We got a trucker out there from Santa Barbara. We got the waitress in Helen. And anyway, why don't you tell everybody about you?
Well, my name is Darren, and I founded a YouTube channel called Lakeshore Paranormal. I also have a Facebook page and Twitter. I started the YouTube channel almost 2 years now, and it just has taken off, and I've been so fascinated with this paranormal stuff. I'm a paranormal researcher. Found out I have empathic abilities. I pick up on emotions, whether that be people or spirits. Apparently I've had this gift my whole life. Never really did anything with it until now.
So you had this gift all your life, and you're just now... Well, James, you can ask questions on that. You kind of are empath.
Yeah. When did you first find out about this empath abilities, or did you already know about it and somebody just kind of validated it to you and said, hey, you got it?
I kind of knew, but yeah, I had a psychic reading done about 2 years ago, and she was the real deal. It blew me away. It really changed my life almost, and she told me things that I never told anyone and validated some of the experiences I had growing up, with the paranormal stuff and, having emotional issues too is actually a symptom of being an empath too, and I've dealt with that.
Now, you say you're a paranormal investigator. Do you investigate everything from UFOs, abductions, cryptids, or are you just basically into the spirit investigation of it, or tell us about that?
I am open-minded to it all, but for right now, I've just done the spirit part of it, but I'm looking to spread my wings, so to speak, a little more next year. I have ideas for... I'm based out of West Michigan, so I'm pretty close to Lake Michigan here, and there's been a lot of reports of UFOs over Lake Michigan. And I'd really like to explore that a little more.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of sightings in that area. I have to agree with you. Now, how long have you been investigating with the spirits, and I guess you call it ghost hunting or even paranormal investigation. How long have you been doing that?
Gosh, going on